Hello, welcome again. We are studying the subject thermodynamics for civil services mains, IFS, and various gate exams. The next topic in the subject is thermodynamic system and control volume. So first is your thermodynamic system. So a system is defined as a or thermodynamic system is defined as a quantity of matter or region in space upon which attention is focused. So suppose this is the region on which we pay our attention, then this is our system, and everything external to it is surrounding. And this system and surrounding are closed by a boundary or separated by a boundary. System is closed by a boundary. So the region in space or matter upon which attention is focused is called system, and everything external to it is called surrounding. Okay. So the this is your boundary, and boundary can be fixed or it can be moved. Okay. So this is the definition of thermodynamic system. System is upon which attention is focused. It can be a region in space or it can be matter. Okay. And it is separated from surrounding with the boundary, and boundary may be fixed or moved. So this is your system. So next is your types of system. So first system is your closed system. So in closed system, closed means closed. No matter will cross the boundary of the system. However, energy can cross the boundary of the system, like heat or work, but mass will not cross the boundary of the system. Okay. So this is your system, this is your surrounding, and this is your boundary, and only energy transfer can occur. No mass transfer can occur. Okay. So this is your closed system. An example of closed system is fluid inside the cylinder bounded by a piston constitutes a closed system. We can supply heat to it, but we can supply work to it, but we can supply mass to it, or can take mass from it. Okay. Next system is your open system. As the name suggests, here the mass transfer will take place. With the energy transfer may or may not take place, but mass transfer will take place. Okay. That's why it is called open system. Or mass crosses the boundary of the system. That is your open system. Okay. So that is the essential consideration, that is mass transfer will take place. However, energy may or may not transfer. It can transfer, it cannot transfer, but mass has to transfer the boundary of the system for to call it as open system. Next is your isolated system. In isolated system, neither the mass nor the boundary nor the energy will transfer the boundary of the system. So no interaction between the system and surrounding. So this is your boundary, this is your system, and this is your surrounding. No interaction. Mass will not transfer across the boundary. Energy will also not transfer across the boundary. Okay. So this is your isolated system. And next definition is your control volume. Suppose we have this air compressor, okay, and we consider this dotted line volume, then this is called control volume. However, air is coming in this volume and going out of this volume, but the volume is fixed, this volume. So this is called control volume. Generally the open system are called control volume system, because mass can transfer across them for a fixed boundary. Okay. For thermodynamics also, an open system such as air compressor tension is focused on a certain volume, on this volume, total and volume, such as focused on a certain volume in space surrounding the compressor, known as control volume. Okay. It can be compressor, it can be turbine, it can be anything, but this is your control volume upon which attention is focused, and it is generally referred to open system. Okay. And next definition is control mass also. As open system is considered as control volume, so Closed system is considered as control mass. So here the mass remains same as we see from the diagram. Here the mass of the system remains same. No mass transfer is taking place. However, the boundary of the system may be fixed or may be flexible. So, but the mass remains same. So, open system. So closed system is called your control mass, and open system is called control volume. Control system is a system closed to matter flow, though its volume can change against a flexible boundary. So it is called control mass, whereas open system is called control volume. Okay. Next differentiation of system is your homogeneous and heterogeneous system. So first, homogeneous system, a quantity of matter homogeneous throughout its chemical composition and physical structure is called phase. And every substance can exist in one of the three phases, that is solid, liquid or gas. A system consisting of single phase, whether it is liquid or solid or gas, is called homogeneous system, while the system consisting of more than one phase is called heterogeneous. So homogeneous system is that is existing in a single phase. It can be only solid, it can be only liquid, it can be only gas. Whereas heterogeneous system exists in more than one phase. So examples of homogeneous system is mixture of air and water vapor, because water vapor means it is existing in gas phase, air is also in gas phase, so it is a homogeneous system. Water plus nitric acid, that is also in a liquid phase or single phase, so that is homogeneous system. Octane plus naphthalene, this is also homogeneous system. Whereas water plus steam, water is in a liquid phase and steam is in gas phase, so these are not homogeneous system, these are heterogeneous system. Ice plus water, water plus oil, so these are heterogeneous. Okay. So these are the examples of homogeneous and heterogeneous system. And this is control volume, and this is if we consider certain mass and that mass is not changing, and but the boundary changing, then it is control mass. Whereas in case of control volume, mass is changing but volume is not changing, that is control volume. And types of systems are open system, closed system. And open system is closed system is in which energy transfer occurs, no mass transfer occurs, and open system is one in which mass transfer and energy transfer both occur, or essential condition is mass transfer is occurring, and isolated system is there is no mass transfer or nothing. So these are the system and control volume and homogeneous.